After 21 games, Arsenal have got 49 points, 6 points ahead of their rivals. But what do Man City do? They get their money gone out. What, 60 million on Semenyo? And as just before we come live to record this, they spent another 20 million on Mark Gahey. I thought he was a Liverpool fan. Anyway, let's discuss. Welcome back to Two Halves, Two Innings Football. We're here today to discuss the Arsenal game versus Nottingham Forest. Rohit, how you doing? How's your week been?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, week's been okay. Busy as usual. How's yours?
Yeah, good. And I mean, have you recovered from your live
Oh yeah,
telecast or live of that? Sounds like an exciting game.
it was
3-2.
very good game, end to end. I loved the game. Obviously, I wasn't happy with the two cheap goals given, but I was very. It was a good game actually for neutrals. It was an amazing game to watch. Chelsea were
Mm.
exciting, to be honest. Yeah, Chelsea weren't that bad.
And obviously, an ex-Manchester United player. I know we talk about
Oh,
Arsenal, but we've got a big
Ganacho.
Manchester
Yeah,
United into
we have
Ganacho.
to fit
Was
in
it?
them, right?
I've got to shoehorn it in. I did well. I lasted a minute. So,
Yeah.
and how was he good?
Yeah, I think again we could have defended better in both of the goals. Yeah,
Mm.
and then same Chelsea probably can say as well. So they given two goals away. So taking 1-0. So I think if we take like one goal difference lead, so I think I'll take it. I'll
And
take it.
is away goals counted? Because there used to be away goals
No,
before. Does
no,
that count anymore?
no. I
No.
don't think
Okay.
in Carabao Cup or League Cup away goals counted anyway. So yeah, so
Okay.
they don't count. So it'll be just yeah normal the total score.
Okay. So in my intro, I talked about Man City just going shopping, like they're buying sweets from a
Again.
corner shop.
So
Again,
the
how are you feeling regarding that before we dive into the game?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? To be honest, I have confidence. We done all our business in the summer, main business in the summer, to get to this stage. So I have full confidence. We have players coming back from injury, and we have a strong squad. Like I said, like even on the Carabao Cup, I was thinking that he may make more changes, but he actually played a full team. So now, if it's a big if City, I think it's not a big if anymore because we know now because it came on Sky Sports that Gay is going to City, it'll be a tight finish, I think, because City they lost their defenders. What they did, they bought one more defender plus Semenyo, and rumor was that Semenyo actually asked Arsenal first to say, "Are you willing to take me in this window or next window? Can you say? Can you confirm it?" And Arsenal said, "Listen, we can't confirm it. We can't just always we can say yes we will definitely buy you, but I think
Where
this is
would
the
he fit
reason
in
he went
though?
to City.
Where would he fit in?
Yeah, exactly. I think this is what Arsenal said, where we gonna fit you in. Maybe they thought
Mm.
again. I totally with Arteta, but I think they're doing fantastic job. I totally believe in them. I have full trust on them. What they're doing is the right thing for the club, not for
Yeah.
the not to please anyone, but they're doing the right thing for the club. They may think we already have a squad, like you said, where you gonna fit in. Maybe they said we'll buy you in the summer if Martin and Leo Trossard go, then would have been perfect, replacement. But maybe he didn't want to wait for the summer, or maybe Arsenal said no, we don't know yet. So I think,
But
but to
that's
see,
again for me, Rohit. I think that's another sign of great. Sorry to interrupt. I think that's another sign of great leadership because they're not panic buying. They're 6 points clear now. It may not sound a lot, but it is a lot. At the end of the day, you've got to get the points on the board. You've got the points on the board. Man City haven't. So I think ultimately, he's made a very whether Semenyo was on their radar or not. Obviously, we don't know that, but they've made a right decision that at the end of the day, we're happy with how things are going. Let's not. You know,
disrupted. Yeah, yeah,
disrupt it because it could be counterproductive.
yeah, true. What could have happened in the dressing room if Manu was? But then
Yeah.
again, this is what I'm thinking. City are like okay, the two players got injured, and the only solution they had was to buy more players.
Spend money.
That's the thing I don't understand where Pep coming from then, right? I know he's a great manager, but he always goes in the market and buys players.
Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, we've talked about this before about Pep's greatness. He is a. Oh, I don't think he's a great manager. I think he's a good manager.
Mm.
Very good manager. Sorry. I think he's. But the proof. I mean, he does buy well. So at the end of the day, there've been many clubs before who've spent billions. Back in the '90s when Newcastle, came back into the Premier League, and Kevin Keegan and Sir John Hall, they spent lots of money to try and win the Premier League, and they were unsuccessful. Chelsea, look how much money they've spent. They haven't. Yes, they won obviously the first Club World Cup. They haven't won a major trophy. I mean, I don't know if you can
Since
call that a
Champions
major
League.
trophy, but yeah, okay. But
Yeah.
I mean, the league though, they have
Yeah,
since
league. Yeah,
Joe's
that league is like I said always. I mean, league for
league
me
and
is
Champions League,
the
yeah.
yeah. But Champions League again, I agree. Champions League Europe, champions. But is Champions League? How many teams are playing in Champions League now? It's
Yeah,
not even like
especially with the new format. I think
in
you
the
can get
format.
you
Yeah,
can play the system a little bit, can't you?
exactly. Yeah, you can get
It's
lucky in
just,
that tournament now, right?
you
So
can.
and
I
then
just like.
yeah,
I mean, obviously we've got a World Cup coming this year. So I remember the time when England got to the semi-final of the World Cup. I think in 2018. I think the
yeah.
hardest team England played, as in, or the team that was above them in the rankings was actually Croatia, who they
Yeah.
lost to.
And they
In
lost
the
to
semi-final.
exactly,
So
exactly.
I mean, because they got whether whatever. I don't want to go
Yeah,
down that debate again,
yeah, yeah,
lucky
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
the point is that the luck of the draw or whatever you
Mm,
want to call it,
mm,
kind
mm.
of favoured them. So
Yeah.
cup competition, there is an element of kind of good fortune. But as you said with league, then you got to play every team twice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that is the best judgment of how good your team
Yeah.
is. If you win the league. Champions League, yes, it's a tournament. Yeah, it's a great prize to win at the end. But not everyone who plays in there is the champions of their league. There are a lot of teams who are fifth or sixth in the league. They still play, and people
Yeah.
and the clubs who've been 17th won the Europa League, and then they play in the Champions League like Spurs. So
Why would you?
I mean,
Why would you talk about that for, Rohit?
just want to remind
That's
my
it. Now
Spurs friends.
I'm
So
gonna shamelessly shoehorn more Manchester United thing in. Actually, quick. I mean, we talked about Arsenal leadership. So
mm,
again, I know this is a little bit off topic because we tend to focus on English Premier League clubs,
yeah,
but it's actually, if you compare that to Real Madrid and what happened in that situation there with Javi Alonso. Now I'm gonna do a little shameless plug. So like Rohit, I also do another podcast, Amit's Leadership Compass, and my focus this week will be about kind of the warning signs if something's not right in a leadership
in the
setup. and
leadership team.
and I think the setup on Real Madrid is a classic example of the warning signs that people should be wary of. That Alonso was brought in to make change, but within 3 months, they lost. They wanted to go back to the original blueprint, which is what they kind of party company with
Yeah,
Ancelotti for,
right.
which was
Yeah,
playing Vinny, Bellingham, and Mbappe.
Mbappe.
And you compare that to Arsenal, and you shared stats before or hit that. There was a time when I think Arteta was it he lost 10 games in a row or something like that. Or
No, he in the last 10 game he only won one against United,
oh,
and
okay,
there were like seven losses and
yeah.
one, eight losses and one draw and one win. Yeah,
And again, for a rookie manager, which he is, and I know he's obviously done
yeah,
very
he's a
well,
rookie
but
manager. People
he's
forget
he's
that.
a rookie. He's in
Yeah,
his first
yeah,
job.
yeah.
Alonso wasn't a rookie manager. He's been
No, he
managing,
wasn't.
very well in
Exactly,
Leverkusen. He broke
exactly.
that monopoly of
Yeah,
Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid,
yeah,
didn't he? So,
yeah.
I think it just speaks volumes of kind of, and I know you speak very highly of it. I don't think you're doing it through rose-tinted specs as an Arsenal fan. I think it's very admirable of that
Yeah, yeah,
how.
yeah.
You're doing it for your leadership lens, with all your coaching that you do. That how wonderful, Arsenal are doing in the leadership. So, okay, I've said far too many nice things about Arsenal. So, need to bring it back to reality now. So, what are your feelings about the game for the weekend? I mean, on paper, Forest should be an easy win, but as we've said, there's no such thing as an easy game
No such
in
thing
the
as
Premier
easy
League.
game. We have to play our full strongest team at Forest.
Mhm.
I remember I watched the game against City, Forest versus City, and then Forest were very unlucky to lose that game, and they played
Mhm.
brilliantly in that game. They could have snatched a draw, they could have snatched a win, but unfortunately they lost right at the last 5 minutes. I think City scored the second goal. They won 2-1. So it's going to be a
Mhm.
difficult game, and these are the games can give you confidence that you can go to away grounds like Forest, who they will give their hearts out because they in the position they can't lose another game, because if West Ham win, they're only 4 points then ahead of West Ham. So they are
Mhm.
17th at the moment. So they're only 7 points ahead of West Ham. So they can't lose more points. So they have to win the game or draw the game at least. They will try their 200%. This is why this game is very important for us. And City will be playing first, and then again it's the second time in last 2 weeks, and then we playing second game. Earlier last 3 games we played first, and they play second. Again, you know, I have total belief in the team. I think we'll play well. I think we'll win, but it's on paper I'm saying it, because on the day what could happen. Uh, but
Can you
I have
afford to
full,
drop
yeah.
points?
Sorry,
Can you afford to drop? You mentioned draw or
we
win.
can't.
Can you afford to drop points?
I don't think we can afford to drop points, because now I'm hearing that Margay is going to City. I think every game is very, very important. Earlier, I had a feeling that because they're short on defensive City. They don't have any defenders. Their main defenders are injured. And I think, okay, there is a chance for every team to score against them. If Gay goes to City, it will bolster their squad, and then bolster the defense as well. So I think we need to focus on ourselves. We are 6 points ahead.
Yeah.
We just don't worry whoever City buys. What we need to do, we need to do our jobs. We don't
Yeah.
need to get outside all the noise coming into players' head. Oh, Gay is going to City. Same for fans as well, I would say. I want to call out here. Guys, don't worry. Right? We
Yeah.
need to focus on ourselves. We have a strong squad as well. It's not that we don't have a strong squad. We have
You're top of the
Gabriel, we
table
have
for a reason.
Saliba. Exactly. We have Gabriel,
6
Saliba,
points.
Calafiori. Exactly. 6 points ahead. It's like,
And
so
you
guys, we
and you
have to
played
be
everyone
together.
once. It's not as if you haven't played like the weaker teams or the tough teams or whatever, you know. So
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
excuses now. You know,
No.
we've gone beyond the halfway stage of the season now. So
Exactly. It's,
mm.
we already played. We already played Villa twice. We already played Liverpool twice. We will be playing United twice next weekend. So, and we are top first. We're top in Champions League group, and then we will be
So
one or
we need
second. So,
Manchester United to beat it's Man City. We need Manchester
that's
United to beat
no,
Arsenal.
no. We need Manchester United to beat City, and then Arsenal to beat Manchester United. So the gap could be 9 points.
God.
So,
So Rohit, I mean, you said you should win, but I mean, looking at the facts, you know, Forest are 17th in the Premier League, 21 points, of only 7 points above the drop zone. I think they're in a poor run of form at the moment, with winning only one of their 6 league games, and with their third manager, Sean Dyche. And I don't think he's got a good record against Arsenal.
I think he won only twice against Arsenal, and he hasn't scored more than one goal in both of the. I mean, his teams haven't scored more than one goal against Arsenal in both of the time. I remember when he came to Everton. I remember up in the podcast I said, or somewhere I
Mm.
said, right, why they always have new manager bump when they play
Yeah.
Arsenal. So yes, and he won 1-0. Yeah, I think. But then again, you know what to expect from Sean Dyche team. Full commitment, tackles, they will be up there. But I think Arsenal as a team, they played Sean Dyche teams before, and I hope we have a strategy how to deal with it. And it will be a tough game, like I said. I mean, it's not gonna be easy game. But in to become a champions, you need to go to these kind of grounds and win.
Yeah.
So we have to. We like your earlier question as well. Can we afford to lose points? I personally think we can't, because that will mean like either if we draw the game and there'll be only 4 points ahead, we still be ahead. But I think there'll be more tougher games coming up as well in the future. So we need to win this game to keep our momentum going. The only reason is that we played a big game on the midweek on Wednesday night, and only 2 days later we're playing again on Saturday, and then we're playing again
Yes.
against
You've got
Inter
a
on
big
Tuesday. So like
you've got a big
three
7
games in
days.
7 days in 3 games. It's such
So
a
haven't
big
you
games as
got
well. Yeah,
yeah.
and all away. So it's gonna be.
Mm.
Even before that, we played against Portsmouth as well, away game. So it's been 4 away games, but we won the 2. Let's focus on the next 2. One game at one time. Priority is tomorrow night.
And it's quite a difficult one, really. I mean, as an Arsenal fan, would you want um, Arteta to rest some of your players, knowing what's coming up, or would you want to just play full squad and just kind of because I suppose what's the priority for you? The Champions League, the priority, or the league?
I think for me personally, it's the league.
Okay.
Personally, for the league, you become
So
if you ask Sir Alex, what will be your priority? He will answer it straight away. Is the league. You ask Arsene Wenger what is the priority, he will say the league, because these managers know win the league is very, very tough. You are then champions. are not champions of Europe as well, but actually you just won a tournament with other teams who are not even champions of their own, the local leagues.
That's true. Yeah,
But
very
but
true. Good point.
yeah, but to win the league, you have to be the best team out of 20. And you have to play,
Mm.
like you said earlier, 38 games in a season where there are ups and downs, challenges, player injuries. You have to be really, really good to win the league.
Yeah.
And
So
and
yeah,
and
go on.
and this is where I'm coming from. And my priority is the league. Inter Milan game, we can make changes there because we are even if we lose that game, we'll be the first or second. We can win against Karat in the last home game next week after. It's an easy game, I believe. But the most important bit is win tomorrow night's game. That is the league. We need to win that.
And I think squad rotation is going to be very important now. I mean, I don't know what Arteta's kind of policies on squad rotation, but as the games come thick and fast, as you go getting into the meaty part of the season
Yeah.
now, I think I think he needs to rotate really to
He will
make the
rotate, I
most.
think. Like he did against Chelsea. He took Rice out, he took Jokras out, and then I think he took Saka out as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, maybe I don't know. He didn't take Saka out. I think he did Trossard out. So against Inter, we can rest Rice. Norgard can play. It's not an important game to win. Even if we draw that game, it's okay. So the risk factor is less there. We are at the
Yeah,
top in Champions League. We have a little bit of gap between third and first. So yeah, we can easily rest players there in Champions League midweek. But the most important game is tomorrow. I'm saying it again because I know how tough that is to win the Premier League. And we are
yeah,
at great position at the moment. We are 6 points
yeah.
ahead.
That's true.
Let's take the
Positional
advantage,
strength.
win
Yeah.
it. Either keep it 6 points. If United give us some help, win against City, it could be 9
Are you going to be
points.
United fan later on tomorrow then?
Yeah, I'll be United fan tomorrow morning when I wake up.
Oh,
And
sorry,
then
morning.
after
Sorry, morning. Oh, yeah,
morning,
yeah,
yeah,
sorry,
it's a half 12 game, it's an afternoon game, yeah. So
So, right, the last time Arsenal met Forest, it was a 3-0 win,
yeah,
and
at home, yeah,
Zubimendi scored 2 goals, and in
2 goals,
between those 2 goals, a
yeah,
certain Gokres actually scored one.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
is this a chance opportunity for him to kind of get back on the score, get his scoring boots on?
Yeah, I think
He's
it'll be
scored what
yeah,
5 goals in 19 Premier League games so far.
yeah. It's quite surprising, isn't it? Coming from
Hmm.
Zubimendi to score that goals. You're talking about Zubimendi, right?
No, Gokres scored
Jokers.
5 goals
Let
in
me cut.
19
Yeah,
games. Yeah,
let me cut.
yeah.
So
Right, start again.
let me say again. Yeah. So yeah. So Jokers again. I was so happy to see him score midweek. I think he played
Mm.
very well. You can ask Mikel. And Mikel said, "Yeah, he's doing brilliant job. Goals will come." But I don't know if you saw that clip where, and I noticed it while he was live. I even said it during live stream, live watch along. Saka did not pass to Jokers, and he was frustrated. He cut back, and then he passed to White, and White crossed, and then he scored. Then he was happy. He literally, when Saka came to it, he tried to push him. It's kind of, he was angry. Yo, you don't give me, like BC, you don't give me, that ball. Like how players, friends fight. But it was nothing. It was just, I'm just saying it's funny. It was meme all over the place. It was on Twitter.
Mm.
But I think that's what you need. You need that hunger. But the one thing I would say, so this is why you can see how the attitude of a player. If he did not get the pass, he did not put his head down and say, "Oh, I didn't get the pass, man. I'm sulking." No, he worked hard. He knew where to be. But if you see on Saka, they were talking about, I don't know where they were talking about, I was hearing, because he plays on the right, but he's left-footed. So obviously his right foot is probably not strong to pass. So he always cuts back onto his left and try to pass along that way. Same way for Martinelli, he doesn't cross because he's right-footed. So he cuts back, turn around, and then try to pass. But in Sporting Lisbon, he had proper wingers.
So should
Who were
Arsenal try
crossing.
swapping their wingers?
Exactly. I think we need to see, Jokres can score a lot of goals. We just
Well, I
need
mean,
to feed
what
him.
was his
Yeah.
what was his strike ratio? I think he scored 51 goals. Sorry,
And
54 goals in
56
54
games or
goals in
something.
52 games.
Yeah.
So he scored more than a goal a game.
More than a goal. So
Yeah,
he was
just
brilliant.
yeah.
So I think we need to use him. We just
I mean,
need to
it sounds.
use him.
Do you know what it comes across to me is, again, from the outside? It sounds like a very similar situation that Rasmus Højlund had at Manchester United. That he was making the right runs in the channels and making himself
He
available,
made the
but
same
he wasn't getting
good runs.
the opportunities
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
midfield. Now,
yeah,
again, I don't know if that's because they don't trust him or because he's greedy. I don't know. So only Saka and Martinelli know that about them. But at
yeah,
the end of the day, I know the whole, and I think it was Jose who kind of changed really having an opposite-footed winger
yeah,
on
yeah.
the
I
flank. So
remember
Iron
Diouf and
Robin,
Good
yeah,
Johnson, I
Duff,
think. Was they?
was it
Oh,
Duff? I
Diouf,
think
Diouf. Yeah,
Damien
that's it.
Duff.
Diouf and Robin. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
So I think and obviously I think he started that, and so I don't know. But then again, that's great that they can do that. But then, as you said, if it's to the detriment of someone that you spent a lot of money on, then you need to kind of adapt, don't you? So it'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And what do you see as a key battle? For Arsenal versus
I think it'll be
which one? If
midfield.
you had to pick a
Yeah,
key battle, who
midfield.
would you say was?
Yeah, midfield with Anderson and Morgan Gibbs-White, their best player. And then I think this is gonna be a key battle.
What about Saka and Nico Williams? You got a very
Yeah,
attacking
Saka. Yeah, I think
and right wing.
again.
Well,
Yeah,
I say right winger, but left-footed right
yeah,
winger,
left
and
footed right winger. Yeah, it'll be a key battle
and
there as well. I think Nico Williams is
mhm,
in good form. I've seen him play
mhm.
really good games, so it'll be a good battle as well. I'm feeling if we play better in the midfield, if Rice and Zubimendi can take control and keep check on Morgan White, Gibbs White, I think we can win the game
Yeah, I
because
mean, I think he's
he's
probably
in
Arsenal,
great form.
Forest's
Yeah,
biggest threat, isn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
biggest threat, and Hudson Odoi as well. So I think that'll be a big battle with Timber and him. It'll be a good battle. I'm actually looking forward to the game tomorrow. I'm doing another live watch along. It'll be good game.
What's your stream just for again for our
It's a
listeners?
Hindi one, the Hindi Gunnar, the channel name.
Good. So as is Hindi, there's no swear words in there. Yeah, kids can watch.
Yeah, kids can watch as well. Yeah, I don't swear. I wish I could swear, but people said you
If,
should
if,
have
it,
done
if it was
Punjabi.
Punjabi, I can promise you now,
Yeah.
listeners, knowing Rohit, there'll be beep, 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 beep. There'll be more beeps than any commentary. I can promise you that now.
True. Because
Brilliant.
every
Actually,
after every
so one
sentence,
thing I
yeah,
forgot to say about Saka,
yeah,
Rohit, is that
yeah.
obviously he's big statement. He signed a new deal
He
with the
signed a
club
good
until
deal. Yeah,
2031.
yeah,
That should give you confidence and the club
yeah.
confidence that they're building for the future.
Yes, definitely. I think this is where we make a lot of mistakes in the past. We never renewed the contracts and players going on cheap. So, can you guess our highest sale is? Guess.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good question. Don't know. 20
I
million
think it's
Van Persie.
34 million of Oxlade-Chamberlain to Liverpool.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is,
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So this is what changed now in the leadership. No, we gonna see early on who is our asset, get them a good deal,
yeah.
tie them down on long contracts. So if we want to sell him, say Madrid comes in tomorrow, they want to say Saka's head gets turned, he wants to go to Madrid. Yeah, 100 million, 150 million.
Yeah. There
Right?
you go.
This is what we need to do, and I'm happy. I think this is what happened with the Saliba. I think I don't know if Saliba's Gabriel or Saliba. I think extended their contracts. One of them, if I remember, we talked about in. See, my memory is going now, but they signed the contract, so it's good. Same way we asking every player to sign the contract, extend the contract. This is the time to extend when we are good, right? People, players will
Position of
think, yeah,
strength.
it's a
Yeah.
strength and trust as well that we are doing something
Mhm.
good.
Well, and how's Arsenal's injury list looking?
Oh yeah, Calafiori, Hincapié, Mosquera both injured. Calafiori, we don't know when
That's
he'll
your
be back.
defense, isn't it?
Hincapié
Really?
as well.
That's pretty much your defense, isn't it?
Yeah, see, that's why we
Well,
have to
not maybe not your
play.
first team defense, but it's
Yeah,
people
but
who could have
Calafiori is
slotted
first
in.
team.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Oh
Calafiori is
yeah.
first team. Yeah,
Mm.
and and yeah, so I don't know who else is injured at the moment. Obviously, Max Doman will probably be back. Nwaneri, I would love to see Nwaneri back in the squad as well, but I think the bench is so strong. Where is he going to fit in? I was looking at the bench against Chelsea. I think, yeah, man, look at that bench.
Mm.
In my lifetime, since I've been following Arsenal, I never seen such a strong Arsenal lineup and bench. And that just because
Nah,
of the leaders.
nah, it must have had when you first started watching.
No, yeah, but then
When you
not
first came to
that
England, when
that
did you come in? It was Henry. Henry was there.
2003. Yeah,
Perez.
yeah.
Was
And
Bergkamp still playing for Arsenal then?
Bergkamp was still playing. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
what a player.
yeah. Bergkamp's my favorite. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He is
Yeah,
the
honestly,
best.
actually,
Yeah,
I genuinely talking about. I'm getting nostalgic here now. So, Ari, he's got them football cards that
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
buy like Panini, old fashioned. For
Yeah.
those listeners who kind of are old enough, there used to be a Panini kind of sticker album that you used to collect every season.
Mm.
So, he's got like that the new modern version of that. I think it's still Panini, and he got Eric Cantona card. I
Oh.
said, "Oh, you got to give me that." The Cantona's my favorite United player of all time. And my favorite non-United player of the Premier League is got to be Bergkamp. Oh,
Hey, Bergkamp, man,
he
is
was
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
Uh,
player, man.
what a player.
Yeah,
Yeah. Amazing
what
player.
a player.
Silky, smooth, I mean,
Oh,
you can't touch his touch. Amazing, amazing player. I love Bergkamp. He's my favorite player ever. Yeah.
yeah. More than Henry?
Yeah, more than Henry, man. I love Bergkamp. I love Bergkamp. Yeah.
I suppose that Bergkamp was the one that kind of got you onto Arsenal, I
Got you
suppose,
into
wasn't it?
Arsenal.
Or
Yeah, that's
got
it.
you
Yeah.
hooked into football, I should
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Right
want to
then.
say it again. I want to say it here on this podcast. Two halves, two innings. Guys, when I came, Manchester United were the champions. Manchester United was such a big name in India by then. But when I came, I watched. I said Bergkamp was always my favorite before that, 94 World Cup and US. And
98.
yeah.
Was
So
it 90? Was he 94?
was it 90 or 90 when US? I think 90 was it Italy, right?
94 was US, 98 was France
94.
when he scored that wicked goal
Wicked
against
goal. Yeah.
Argentina.
Holland.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a Holland game as well where he scored against, with Holland, he
Argentina.
scored against, was it against Argentina? Yeah, I think
Yeah, he flicked it and then
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that goal. So it was
Oh, there you
amazing.
go. We're
So
showing our
since,
age here, listeners. For
yeah,
those of you old enough to be who are in your 40s and you can remember these amazing
yeah,
moments in our
yeah,
footballing journey.
yeah. I think I said
Okay, come
against
on
Holland,
then.
but he scored
How
against
Arsenal gonna
Holland
beat
for Holland. Yeah. Yeah.
Arsenal gonna beat so you reckon Arsenal gonna beat Forest? Is it
Yeah,
gonna be another
I'm
set piece goal?
another set piece goal,
Own
another own
goal?
goal. Yeah, one own goal, one set piece, guys. I'm telling you here,
2-0.
if you want to put bet on one set piece goal, one own goal, Arsenal to win 2-0. That's my
What's
prediction.
has own guy scored more goals than Gyökeres this season for Arsenal?
Don't know. Maybe it's because of Jokere's positions.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
You're getting defensive again.
yeah.
Normal Arsenal way, defensive, eh? That's good.
Yeah, that's it. We need defense, man.
That's good. Right then, Rohit. So, are you going for 2-0
Yeah,
seriously?
2-0. Like I said, 2-0, my prediction. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, I think it should be. Dyche's record is not great against Arsenal, and I know you got to put these into context.
It's a
Forest are
tough
in a
game.
good
It's going to be a tough game, no doubt.
Arsenal are in, sorry,
Yeah.
Forest are in a good run of form, and they've not really been putting up trees this year at home either. So, I think it should be a regulatory win for Arsenal, and they should extend. Oh, actually, it depends. Actually, they should get another 3 points on the table. Obviously, it depends how the
Come on,
Manchester
United,
derby
do your
goes.
job. Do the proper manager first manager bounce, right? First game bounce. Come on, do it. Come on.
So
If you
best
can't
case
do it,
scenario would
yeah,
be Arsenal 9 points ahead by the end of
yeah, come
Saturday.
on. Yes,
Worst
yes,
case
yes,
scenario, Arsenal are
yes.
1 point ahead. No, would it be 1 point? Lose again? No, 3. Oh no. I'm not. How many points would it be?
I'm not thinking on that, Amit. I'm just thinking
No,
we win and
I'm trying to unsettle
you
you. So if
no.
Arsenal lose,
Mm,
Manchester City win, it'll cut the
three,
points down to
three,
3 points.
three,
3 points,
three.
yeah,
Yeah,
3 points.
but it won't happen. I know you will beat City at home, and we will
Come
beat Forest away. So
on.
it'll be 9 points.
Yeah. Well, you and the Jib got the luxury of talking about the Manchester derby, so.
The episode will be out soon as well. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Well then, Rohit, lovely catching up. I hope you're still smiling after the end of this weekend's game. So, okay then, guys, thanks for listening. Please do like, subscribe, and pop your comments in. And we look forward to analysing the weekend's performance, the Manchester derby, and also let's see if Arsenal can continue on with their momentum at that top of the league. So stay safe until the next time.